rhotic and non-rhotic accents. Some speakers pronounce an R sound at the end of words like rubber, as in the previous exercise, and some speakers do not. This is largely down to the speaker's original accent. Speakers do not pronounce an R in this position are called rhotic speakers, and will always pronounce an R whenever it occurs in the spelling of word. Others will only pronounce an R sound when the letter R occurs at the beginning or in the middle of a word, that is, in front of a vowel. The speakers are referred to as non-rhotic speakers. People who come from the West Country in England, Ireland, Scotland, and parts of the United States are likely to be rhotic, whereas from the Australian, London, and southeast and northern parts of England are likely to be non-rhotic. Thus, SSB is non-rhotic. It exercise 1.8. It would be useful to take some time now to think about whether you pronounce an R sound in words like car. This can be confusing as the spelling suggests that there must be an R sound. However, consider if your tongue stays still after the vowel. If it does, then you speak with a non-rhotic accent. If it does not, and you'll raise the tip or middle of your tongue, then you speak with a rhotic accent. Comment: rhoticity will be mentioned at several points in the book, as it is one of the major divisions between accents of English. If you are unsure about whether you speak with a rhotic accent or not, it would be useful to ask a phonetic teacher to help you decide. 1.8.1 The history and status of R. In past time, all speakers in England would have been rhotic and would have pronounced an R at the end of the words like rubber and car. And it is this pronunciation that was taken to America on the Mayflower. However, the rhotic pronunciation was subsequently lost in most of England and therefore did not travel to Australia with the colonists. Now, the pronunciation of R at the end of the words is sometimes a matter for a social comment. People in the UK often focus on this feature as West Country speech and associate rhotic pronunciations with people who have traditional country professions, such as framing. The situation in North America is rather different, as it can be seen as prestigious to speak with a rhotic accent. The position situation to that in the UK, this disparity demonstrates that there is nothing inherently prestigious or otherwise about a particular pronunciation. It is the views of the speech community that give a sound or accent its status. The R sound in particular has a very interesting history in English and in other languages that we will touch on at various points throughout this book.